All right. Welcome to Friday Night Stream. Stream. Talk, please. As the title says, we are going to be doing the MoonFire Faire Festival in a bit. But just because we started early, I do want to wander around, get in daily, stuff like that, and then we'll head towards the summer fun. And I need a new book. I need to really properly do the Wondrous Tales. Where... Excuse me? There we go. It's pouring rain. Hand over journal. Get a new journal. Alright, fresh journal. Alright, we have a fresh Wondrous Tales journal. We are going to start with a daily front lines, get that over with, and then we'll head to the festival. What am I working on right now? I think we'll keep just working on the ninja. While we're waiting for the queue, I think the quest is in Umsalamansa. There it is. Okay, so we'll wait by the quest, do the daily first, and then we'll start the summer event. Do I have an outfit? Do I have a summer outfit? Gear set. There it is. Not even watching where I'm going. There you go. Okay, I do have a summer outfit, so I'll swap to that after the event. So you got all the props up and everything. Ooh, we watch the fireworks while you wait for the queue. Queue time's 5 minutes, so hopefully we'll get in quickly. I don't think there's anything I can do while I'm waiting. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Ooh. Nice outfit. Alright, let's see what kind of nightmare we're in today. Snow with icebound tomes. And I see several characters are still in summer outfits. I should outglam another character. Ooh. I thought that was a beach where it's a mount. So that's one of the event items. Center and bottom. Alright, looks like we're gonna be probably fighting the center. Oh, we got the pillar. They aren't gonna be down. Oh, our own pillar is activating, so going that way instead. Oh, hey Dragon, welcome to the stream. I know you always like to work, so lurk, so I didn't know when you would pop up. But we are currently just doing the daily, and then we're going to be doing the MoonFire Faire event, the summer event of Final Fantasy XIV. You didn't notice the ping or notification? I mean, I really have no idea to tell if that goes off. I just assume it goes off when I see the stream alert from Steam Elements go off. I charged into that. Alright, our group is in the lead. Just a little 200 over. Red's taking there, yellow's heading back. Get him. We're just chasing this guy. Ooh, got him. I'm out of throwing blades. Chasing is pointless now. I am too close to their base. Yellow, red passed us. This will catch us up, assuming red doesn't attack us trying to take it. Dang, red must be pulling a lot. Oh, they're going for our... Oh. All right. Glamour. Fly. All right. Party wear. All right, let's go start the quest. Come rain or shine, ceaseless, unrelenting shine. Meru Maru will ensure adventurers are aware of the MoonFire Faire. Limited time quest. Ahoy, Azayan. Wouldn't you rather be frolicking in the ocean waves than sweltering in the sun-baked Lumsen streets? Luckily, the MoonFire Faire is upon us once again. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for adventurers guilds to demonstrate the skill and capability of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea, whether potential petitioners or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Laman, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. relaxation, refreshments, and giant cannons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat if not for my duties. Go get yourself down to Costa del Sol and speak with Grand Chaperone Hermage to join the summer fun. As always, Final Fantasy XIV is a grammar battle, among other things. Costa del Sol. Ooh, it's got a giant slide. So I'm going that way to board the ship. Ooh, that works too. There's the event tower. Oh, there's the cannons. Cannon ride, okay. So don't click on them. I'm probably going to be shot over to the other pier. Ah, Zayan. Mayumaru roped you in again this year, did he? Always glad to have you on board. I need to dismiss my chocobo. He's following me. The MoonFire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lemon's splendor is spread far and wide, and folks have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Such expecting those who've never so much as smelled a sea breeze to plunge headfirst into the spray. Well, it don't always go as planned. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drowning, or boredom. So we've thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like. And we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Paboyan? She's down at the sands below, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you the details. Alright. Alright, my murderous friend, you need to go on break. Withdraw. There you go. Alright. That away. Yeah, this island's where the event happens. So this year it's on the boat. Normally it's been set up here. It's pretty empty. I'm looking for him. Oh, if it isn't Azayan, how lovely to see you. Talking, speaking, informing. Hermitage sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. Many of our fair goers aren't terribly confident around the water, you see. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce. Our inflatable Moocraft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself, spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably above the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? Though being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set rafts on a predetermined course around the shallows, one we ensured were free of vicious wavekin. Yeah, I wouldn't want your guests to lounge them in the waters to a feeding frenzy of monsters. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Namely me. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Well, that's why I have the knives on. Wonderful, we can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you and we can get the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoyed the maiden voyage. Where am I going? Oh, I am going to land. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Yes, I am. Thank you for agreeing to help. The two young ladies here came all the way from Godania to attend the fair, however. I see one. Oh, I see them right there. As soon as our mosquito guest spied the ocean, she became agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Well, good thing I am a cat as well. Perhaps it'll set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her? I can't do it, just look how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone, and I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous wavekin. No, I can't. Come on, Lo. It'll be alright. We won't stray far from the shore. Remember? And look, here's our adventure escort. I do apologize. She was looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to awaken some kind of instinctual fear. I don't know how to reassure her. I can fell anything in this ocean with a single strike. Really? With that kind of confidence, you must be incredibly strong. I mean, I did go to the end of the universe. And conquer, I think, 2 nations at this point. I don't want to say conquer, but broke. Alright, I'll trust Azayan and ride the Moogle. I'm heartened to see our fears have been assuaged. Once our own preparations are complete, please give Miss Evan the word that the Moogle crafts are ready and waiting. Alright, Miss Evan. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead, as in I trust you'll have our backs. Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise. Start the cruise. The nice adventure is right here. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Hey, let's try to change the camera. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves low? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the posts from rotting, I wonder? Oh, because they're from a forest. The breeze must feel nice up here. How different everything is from Gridania. Because they're in a deep forest, so they never really see the sea or ocean. Evan, a crab. I've never seen one like that in the Everwoods River. Where is the crab? I don't see the crab. Oh, I must have missed it. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Beds on the beach. Now that sounds more at my speed. Oh, yeah, over there. I could doze off to the sounds of the waves. Swimming classes. Oh, how I would love to learn how to swim, as long as we don't go too deep. Let's do it. Now that we overcome this, we can overcome anything together, Lau. We're supposed to be heading right to the massive ship for that massive ship. That's the Queen something or other. Oh, Evan, it's amazing. I'm so glad we came. Welcome, welcome. How'd you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. Oh, your sub just ended? Oh. It was one... Dang, it's been a month already. It was a wonderful. I feel the raft swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamb is so imposing up close, it took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks like they're having fun playing in the sea. Honestly, you never know she's been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. While I'm tempted to go for another ride, following the same route again might get a little stale. Perhaps it'd be fun to have something else to do during the cruise, don't you think, Lo? Why, we can do anything you like, Evan. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now, but maybe nothing too adventurous. There's some cannons up there you can go shoot yourself out of. That's not too adventurous. That's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise offered different activities, it might keep guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Azayan? Can't remember my own name. A Paris cruise line with bombs. I'm sure some people would enjoy that. A guide, give information about local areas, some cold treats to snack on, small handheld water cannons to drench your companion. I'd go with the water cannons. Perhaps it would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me the entire cruise. Come on, Evan, it'd be such fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we could offer the water cans as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? I guess we're probably doing all of them, so give information. That sounds lovely. I do wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience more relaxing, and it seems like to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? Um, some cold snacks. There are sweets made of ice. That sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways. Indeed, foodstuffs may not be a good fit for the watery wings pleasure cruise. Indeed, a refreshing juice might be the thing to stay cool and hydrated, as long as we're not prone to spilling. Any other ideas? Bombs. What? Bombs? The poor Muggles will pop and will be swallowed up by the seas. Azayan, bombs at the MoonFire Fair? Surely not. Don't worry about that. It's adventurous sense of humor. I'm pretty sure there were bombs last year. No, there are bombs in the balloons. It's part of the theme. I know. Don't try to decide. Don't try to play this off. It couldn't possibly be any more fun. Well, that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Make even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Come on, Yvonne. Let's go and look around the Queen Amon. Have you seen the giant water slide? Don't you want to go get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving out here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the Queen. Would you mind letting Hermage know how things went? Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. Running, 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 running. Ooh, Chocobo floaty. I wonder if there is other types. I think the Moogle's probably the only one they're gonna give, or the Moogle's the only one's gonna give us. Yeah, it should be in the guild. Let me double check. The company members. Oh. And speak of the dog, she is online. Aurora, there you are. I see you. 430 days. Sounds like those Grendandians lasses had a grand old time. As did you by the wistful look of your face. No need to ask, friend. Here I've secured an inflatable mooncraft for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of coastal summer with you wherever you go. If I know adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask, just remember, safety first, you hear? I'm gonna ride it through the flames of some broken planet, probably. Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, it seems like word spreads fast. Fairgoers are claiming to ride the Water for You Wings pleasure cruise, so if you think you have time to escort more guests, the help would be more than welcome. And I think this is where we see other characters. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old mooncraft for a spin myself and admire the queen from a more intimate angle. I may need to clean out my bags a bit. So, is there a bell here? No bell. No bell. Alright, we'll head to town so I can talk to my carriers. Hema has that. Like, I'm hoping once I get my characters all maxed out, I can clean out all of the gear and have slots for everything. I don't need that. I'll toss this there. Alright, I have a few more slots. Alright, Hema, you need a quest. Oh. Alright, vendor to sell that, and we'll do one of the two of the rafts. So I do want to see if we get to see any familiar faces. There it is. You haven't played since, yeah. Well, I mean, if you still have time until the next expansion is February next year, so if you want to catch up to current content. And that'll give me a pinwheel for items. Oh, yeah, you're doing Uni? Well, wait, what level? Hold on. What level are you? There you are. Well, you can actually just play for free, and you don't even have to play long. Like, honestly, if you can log on and play for like a half hour, you just log on and just do get the 30 and just do a frontline. A single frontline a day is half a level. Yeah, you can play for free. They allow up to, I believe, the second expansion now you can play for free. The only time they remove the free to play is whenever the servers are congested and it's like new events. So honestly, you can probably, if you don't have time to log in and do quests and stuff and like enjoy the story, it's still good to log in and just do a daily to level up a little bit. So that way whenever you come back in and do the story, you can easily breeze through it. Can't mount here. Alright, jump. Mount guide. Well, we got the new mount. There it is. Wait, what? Oh, are you kidding me? Sorry, I was listening to another stream, and I didn't hear that they pushed Dawn of War 4, which I had been planning on playing when it came out, got pushed back to December. I'm a little pissed on that, because I took time off of work for that. Like, I understand if you need to do it, but... God damn it. Like, I pre-purchased it so I can do the 3-day early access. I took off the week. I mean, I'm glad I know now and not later. Oh, that annoyed me a little bit. Alright, let's see if we run into any familiar faces. Ah, Azin, thank you for agreeing to escort us guests. They're quite insistent you be the one to join them. Their identities, yes, they're quite distinctive. Oh, see, here we go. Too imposing aurora. Let's see what this is. If you'll wait a moment, I'll inform them their escort arrives. See, this is one thing I really like about these events is you can see characters that you met in different stories or in expansions. Ah, the guys. He's son. Don't look so surprised. What stage more fitting for the union of the most radiant son of Azem and his Nama than a land taking the sun for its very name? Come, I grant you leave to render your service. Prepare us our vessels. These small scouting crafts shall allow Brongo to survey the surroundings from atop the ocean. They may find his Nama. Do not mistake his summons for a petition of aid to Kagan. Your presence is merely a factor of convenience. Oh yeah, I'm technically his boss, because I beat the crap out of him, and they are a warlike hierarchy. Though he still acts like he's in charge, even though he has no authority, which I don't mind. And his Nama is his wife. He is looking for his wife, and he has been denied every woman he's met. For comedic purposes, I imagine. apart. So, it's pretty much this stuff. Have you ever seen a more regular figure in our most radiant brother, Kagan? Similar in purpose and fearing execution, heights of the dawn through. How shameless. Oh yeah, they're Soshin knows no shadow. To bathe in its water is a not entirely unappealing proposition. Indeed, how I would like to visit my dear... Why are you looking over there, brother? It would appear that our time draws close. Do not forsake our search for my eternal moon, shimmering like the light in the waves. You shall not walk the path alone, brother. My Nama must be modest indeed to consider herself so from my radiance. Very well, if she means to test my sincerity, let me show myself to be true. My journey shall continue, surely as the sun does rise. This land is indeed blessed by the sun. Its rays reach even the ocean floor, as though the water were naught but glass. Just as our most radiant brother's light shall surely shine upon his Nama. No, welcome back, Dragon. No, I was just doing the event. So let's see if we can keep doing this. Oh, we can. So right now I'm just doing the event to get the items, so I can buy the other items and see the other characters. I'm just semi zooming out. I don't know if you heard my rant earlier. I just found out that they delayed Dawn of War 4, and I was annoyed because I just double checked that because I had taken off work to play it, and now it's in December during Christmas. Where am I going? a piratical pair, 3 esteemed figures from the Adventurers Guild, a refined Elsian couple, a duo of Garlean defectors. A duo. Is it Sid and Nero? If it's Sid and Nero, I gotta see this. Let's see. Oh, it is Sid and Nero. Oh, I hope I get to catch Jesse playing this. He loves Nero. Ah, there he is. Afraid we're on business today. The Ironworks is helping the Queen Home keep her shine, which is to say Jesse sent us along to maintain the lights. And I thought it only meant that I inspect the quality of this vessel as consultant to the Ironworks. Let us see if the accomplished hero can make an equally accomplished guide, shall we? They're not even in summer gear. They're in their maintenance gear, which is inappropriate for the beach. Moogle full steam ahead. Can't you get a little more speed up, Garland? They're preset. They must be quite confident in the magical pathfinding to lead the course under the buildings like this. Is it automatically compensating for the movements of the waves? Child's play. Nero, you haven't capsized back there, have you? Oh, there's the other gang. Jesse's here too. Why is this vessel proving too much for you? Say the word, and I'll take your place, Chief. Just imagine if we had a couple of those back on the deck of the Enterprise. The view wouldn't be half bad. I'd rather enjoy looking down the world. In this seat, the idea of a dip is quite inviting. If only I had brought a bathing suit. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a far cry from the Academy Ice Plunge, though herding new students into freezing waters did instill a certain camaraderie. We're approaching the Queen Lamb. Time to get to work, Nero. I think the high point was seeing Jesse and the gang over there waving. I could scarcely conceal my delight. I feel quite invigorated. Our minute's work will fly by after that. I'll give you a shot when we stop by again, Azayan. Very interesting indeed. For such a roommate contraption, granted my expertise lies not in magic, but the control system much more than adequate. Should I return to invigorate further? I expect to make yourself available. Right. Price. Oh, these are sparklers. Hmm. 3 esteemed figures from the Adventurers Guild. 3 esteemed figures. Is it like the 3 bartenders? I'm enjoying trying to guess who they are. Oh, it is the 3 bartenders. Azian, lovely to see you. Bardor invited Marty and I to experience the La Nomosa in summer. As you can see, we're quite enjoying ourselves. Udon Gradana are a good ways from the sea, so a trip to the coast makes a nice change of pace. I feel like a young girl again. Another day by the sea is nothing for old Brendan, so I'll be sitting on the Queen's deck with a flag of ale for company while you 3 enjoy the cruise. I think Nara better suit the lead. Besides, I'm happy you're keeping an eye on things back here. No, dear, you might need to duck through here. Wouldn't adventure without a little danger. How beautiful. If only we could take this view back to the Carling Canopy. Shall we commission a painter? I can think of a perfect spot in the quicksand's walls. How novel. Perhaps I should consider putting up something similar for a canopy patrons to soak up the rainfall. I can't keep up. They really do seem to love the sun around here. It's night. You might not expect it of a desert girl, but I'm a strong swimmer. Nothing clears the head than a few laps in the goblet pools. In that case, how about a little race? I've swum the rivers of Twelveswood since I was a girl. I can hold my own. Look, the Queen Lumps. I do hope Bernard's not too bored sitting up there all by his lonesome. I'm sure he's just 10 beers in. I rather think he's enjoyed the cruise, so he must insist he join us next time. I'm just starting to mumble now. Already. I've always pictured the sea as raging and tempestuous. What a delight to find it's a gentle side too. A refreshing change of scenery, to be sure. Hey Tommy, welcome to the stream. We are doing the MoonFire Faire event. So Elzian couple in the Piratal pair. So pirates and the couple. So these gotta be pirates from Linza. There are 3 pirate crews. So this might be the female pirate and the male one. Because I can't remember their names, sadly. I can't remember their names. But the female pirate is trying to date the captain of our rival pirate and had no luck so far. So let's see if this is her making another attempt. Yes, I knew it. It was the female captain. She has been trying to date him, and he views every interaction with her as a danger because he thinks she's planning something. See, she's stuttering. Listen here, Carvel, you spineless cod. This is a challenge to test your courage. Get any under the puff of that shirt. Don't get any funny ideas, you hear me? She is, I guess the easiest term is it to Sundari, since she likes him, but as a poor way of showing it. I disarray the entire beach heard you, though I remain skeptical that a seasoned pirate should find anything in these shallows to test their mettle, unless some manner of ambush lies in wait. No problem, Dragon. Sorry for excuse for a pirate like yourself, staying a few lessons, Cowan. Miss concerned. You'll find I'm quite adept at the guarding style. Dang, that's going too fast. We've seen you near the end of the cruise, and I can't say this is much of a test for courage so far. It's not a test of courage. It's the test for Rosalind's courage because she's trying to go on a date with you. She's trying to go on a date from forever, and it still keeps dragging. Well, I failed to see how a pleasant ride around the coast was a test of anything more than my patience. Perhaps inspecting the outfitting of the Queen Lamon will be more of a valuable source of my time, if you excuse me. Did you hear that? Pleasant, he says. I'd best think of me next challenge if the coward got stones to face me. See that happy face? Even this fake, quote-unquote, fake date, she is just happy to have made some sort of progress. So the last one is one more, and it's the couple. So the Elrizing couple. Could it be the twins' parents? So they're fine Elzian couple. The only one I can think of is Alphino and Alice's parents. So let's see if I'm right on this one. It is the parents. I wish I could remember their names, but I'm terrible at it. Emil. Tis lovely to see you, Zayn. Fortuno and I have fond memories of a trip to Los Nessa many years past, just the two of us. We were both in agreement that we're long overdue for another visit. And given the crap he's done, he's probably trying to stay off the couch. My apologies if we called you away from any matters of import. Amelia was most keen to see you once she heard you were in attendance. We could be on our way at once if you should be so kind as to join us. If only the twins were here. I'm kind of on your discretion. The children can't hear of this. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we live our twilight years somewhere like this? The idea is not without merit. These pillars are quite close. Take care not to be leaned overly. So... don't fuss. She's a grown woman. Lost memory lane. And yes, please remember I'm the third wheel here. Although I enjoy the company. Yeah, Alphino needs swimming training. It's Alpha. He's not buoyant. So, like I said, it's always nice to see other characters out and about. I just can't always remember their names. The vibrant sea of Costa del Sol seems a world apart from the ocean around Charlian, and yet both leave one feeling quite exhilarated. Mainly, I find my spirits rather uplifted. I was a much younger man when I last felt this unencumbered. Thank you, Zayn. Nod. Okay, and that's everyone? There's no point in buying outdoor furnishing because I have no outdoor furnishings. And I got the paintings. Alright, let's try the climb. Suck at this stuff though. Oh. Ah. Okay, I suck at this. Come on, I can't even jump onto the wood. Alright, I can't even jump. Alright, I give up. Let's see if there's any other characters around. Ooh, is that who I think it is? Well, now, I was hoping to avoid running into any acquaintances. It is a little embarrassing to be found aboard a ship bearing your name, wouldn't you say? Though it's flattering, really. It's an honor to have one's name associated with a place of joy, one I can't really say I deserve. Yet I'm glad to think my time on stage left such a legacy, that this should be how I be remembered. Forgive me, I must be growing sentimental all these years. Yeah, this is, character for our group. The mother for, damn, I can't remember her name. It's been so long. Oh, they're from across the sea. Alright, let's take a quick small fly around to see if there's any other faces I can find. No, everyone else is... Oh, wait. Surprised he's still hanging out. I guess they really did become friends. Because there's the noble's son, who is arrogant and a little bit better, and here's the pirate captain who was causing problems. Crap, what's this? Oh yeah, FC. Oh, let's check over there. Oh, let's take the cannon. I didn't do the cannon. Oh, you can't fly any further. Okay. So we'll fly over here. I forgot about the cannon. And we'll see who's over there. Not what I thought would happen. Ooh. Mandeville. Mr. and Mrs. Vanderbilt on holiday. Okay. I need to... They're on there, so how do I get on there myself? Or maybe I have to take the right cannon? Not these things, these are just lights. Okay. Yep. Nope, oh, what the... Alright, time to talk to the guide. What am I missing? How do I make it across? Okay, so it's RNG. Alright, made it. Third try. Oh, hello. It's what's her name? The shop owner, whose name I can't remember. And here's the blacksmith. So they're at least together, which is pretty interesting. Oh, these are the scientists from Charlian. I remember because she's the crazy one from the grass. She's one of the assistants, and him I probably can't remember specifically, but given that he's controlling them, is probably someone from another quest too. Oh. And there's the elephant boy. I can't remember his name. Dang, I need to like refresh myself. I can't remember half their names. But he made it over here to fish. And nothing down here. It's a good host of characters, and it's always good to see them doing stuff. No one over here. Alright, let's go get rid of these paintings, and I guess maybe we can do what time is it? Maybe we can do maybe some Manderville quests. Or we might just do something else. Let's first teleport to the company hall. So there are people here. Staring contest. Oh, Ruby was waving at me. I'll go back out real quick. Oh, what's this? I have a new minion. The Mona. Minion guide. 3. Got the otter crew. Oh, I see now. That was from the Watch Festival. It's like everyone's just hanging around out front. I'm gonna go drop off paintings in my apartment. Housing. we will store that one. Place. This one I do like. Oh, this is a small portrait. And then, oh. Rotate. There we go. You can see I collect the event stuff as I can. Halloween, Valentine's Day, winter. I think this is a spring event from... Oh no, this is Easter. But this is from the last summer event. I got these. But this is my room. Not too creative on it, but the walls are lined with collections of items I've gotten. And some statues. Oh no, I like to keep the center empty so I can, if I get anything proper for furniture. But there's a lot people can do with small apartments. Oh, there's Ono. I will wave. Everyone else is gone, so they probably are doing dailies or something. Alright, what's next we can do? Oh, I need to check the book. Okay, nothing was done. Alright, I think we can do a Manderville quest. That should be good. Teleport. Terrell, Solution 9. I need to be geared back up for this. I think we'll go Paladin. And there it is. There he is, Hardy Boiled. A need for speed. Hardy Boiled casts a resolute shadow beneath the unrelenting glare of True Veyu's neon illumination. As in, I was hoping you'd drop by. It took a bit of doing, but I was able to widen the crack I made in that storage device and yank out a couple new scraps of data. The first file just happened to be a record of Krell's procedure. Seems the bastard's soul was poured into one of those clot-type monsters. They've got an annoying talent for mimicking shapes and faces, which is exactly why Carnelian took advantage of when he tricked us with his fake Kamaka. Never fear, Inspector Hildebrand is here. The other file I pulled had details on yet another monster-fied criminal. This mook was nabbed for repeated vehicular violations, riding his air-wheeler too fast, making reckless maneuvers, endangering others, that sort of thing. According to the data, he's running around in the body of a cactar now. Judging by what we've seen from that researcher's schemes, he'll have dispatched the prickly speed demon somewhere outside the dome, but where? Rejoice, my friend detective, for I, Hildebrand, Agent McCoy, come bearing that very direction you seek. I have it straight from the mouth of the real Kamaka that an butchery cactus piloting a flying contraption was supposedly observed streaking through the sky in a southerly bearing. Alas, despite hastening to confirm this sighting, our interpreted sheriff arrived too late to see the needle-covered individual in question. The report was summarily dismissed as fanciful imagineering of inebriated townfolk. The insistent chirp of veteran instinct nonetheless compelled me to investigate. Thus did my faithful assistant. I ventured south to question the colorful crowds of Tuliada. At least he tries. Tuliola. Yes, there to find sober witnesses eager to tell of an airborne succulent. They said it was moving at an incredible pace, set astride a vehicle like the ones of the mechanical invaders had ridden. It was last seen zipping past a dirigible before vanishing in the clouds to the south. Alexander's soldiers ride on airwheelers, so unless there's another flying cactar out there somewhere, I think we've got our man. Good work. Hildebrand did something proper without issues. I think there's gonna be a nuke going off in this episode. Almost too good, in fact. Yeah, he can tell things went too perfectly well. Not because he did his job properly, but because we found him so easily, or Hildebrand did everything correctly. Over there, is that a new case I spy? Hardly had to bait the hook. They're the real deal, alright. Although it comes to think of it, I don't know why anyone would bother impersonating either of them to begin with. At least the lead seems solid enough, but if we're serious about catching this guy, we'll need airborne wheeler of our own. Come on, there's a shop nearby that does custom jobs. Wait, maybe I'll get a bike this quest. Maybe they'll give me a free wheeler because I don't have to spend millions on one. Did he say they do custard jobs? I'm pretty sure it's custom jobs. This is a place. I used to be regular here. Haven't been back in a while. Let's see if they still remember me. Well, well, well. Look who the wind blew in. Momon, I've come for my steed. That battered old scrap heap, it's been resting in my garage for so long I doubt I could manage to slow trot, let alone a gallop. Happy to give it a tune-up if you credits the burn, but we'll need to supply some parts. A new high-voltage battery and superconductor coil at the minimum. The chronometer's ticking. I'll see if I can't find my hands on the battery, but can you ask you to track down the coil? These soft-boiled dopes wouldn't know a suspension spring from an anti-gravity gimbal, but you I can trust to find the right part without cracking under the pressure. I'm on it, detective. Hardboiled seems desperate to get his air wheeler up and running, so I'll give you a tip. You want a coil quick-like, then salvaging the rides of defective sentries is your best bet. I'll even lend you this handy gadget to help you out. Set off the distress signal on the west side of Old Alexandria and you'll soon have some murderous mechanical company to dismantle for parts. I'll take these two along with me on the battery hunt. Good luck out there. Did they just change characters that were out here? This is from that Speed movie poster, which is an interesting touch. Alright, that should do the trick. Now where did your mates run off to? It can't be that hard to find a store that sells batteries. You should head over to the next arcade and see what's keeping them. What trouble have they caught in? No. Alright, let's see what's going on. There he is. Zayn, any trouble picking up that coil? Nothing you couldn't handle, I'd wager. So the battery, I thought one easily enough. The problem was convincing the inspector and his gal to stick around after he caught whiff of a tantalizing familiarity. Long story short, they wandered off and haven't come back. Suppose we had to go look for him, eh? That's not good. Oh. What trouble have they found? Oh, there's our spy. Oh, it's the zombie. Is that a corpse? A smiling corpse? It's the corpse knight. Oh, that's who they found. Haha, need not fret, detective. This dapper zombie is an old acquaintance of mine. Allow me to introduce myself, good sir. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Man and disciple of Master Zomberbrand. I have been on the road seeking out new recruits for our merry moldering brand. Said search is what brought me here into the midst of this unexpected yet most welcome reunion. I don't usually hold with necromancy, but it seems harmless enough, so if you're done actually catching up, we got a case to work on. In actual fact, our conversation was most entirely a case adjacent. Employing his nose to festering fellows, this gentle zombie traced the stench of necromantic decay to the very facility which I once slumbered. Yes, I became fast friends with one of the reanimated researchers there. During the process of getting to know each other, he spoke briefly of the only person left alive after the incident. According to my new Colonel Chum, all the lab workers perished when an accident resulted in leakage of highly toxic substance. All that is, save a single man who habitually wore a protective gas mask. Kenshin is his name. He was second in charge after the overseer himself, yet disdained by his peers for his condescending know-it-all. They did, however, gradually recognize his passion for his work. Even after devoting a full day to official experiments, he would pour his remaining time and energy into some mysterious side project. And he was the sole surviving researcher, you say? Sounds like we finally have a name for our mastermind. Courtesy of the Shambling Undead, no less. No matter how many years I do this job. Well, thanks for that. Glad to be of service. Now, if you excuse me, my new recruit and I have a cafe tour planned. So that fellow was an honest-to-God walking corpse, huh? I've met weird folks in my line of work, but do you always keep company with such oddballs? I'm pretty sure the corpse is a normal thing. I'm pretty sure I'm friends with worse things. Stranger things, not worse. Stranger things. But that was out of line. I reckon there are forces in this world you're better not messing with. Anyway, let's take these parts back to my home and get my wheeler repaired. It shouldn't be too long. I'll ride him back here to make sure he's running smoothly, and you'll see the magnificent beast in all its glory. Our zombie friend was as reanimated as ever. That was a surprise. Detective Hardboiled seemed somewhat nervous, excited to reclaim his pride and joy, perhaps? Is that a flamethrower on the front of his vehicle? Core, would you look at that? What do you think, Azan? I call him Night Stallion. He's a custom job built for yours truly and has far too much horsepower for the average mook to handle. Anti-grav capabilities are standard. When it comes to ground speed, he's been tweaked to achieve highest possible performance. The trick is to install quick heating motor coils. But won't increase heat. Blah. He's just talking the bike and they're messing with it. You get those filthy hands off my ride. I merely thought to enhance your beloved steed with a touch of Salamanderville. So you've had this amazing machine this whole time. Why haven't you been riding it until now? Ah, so fresh-faced and innocent, the spitting image of my assistant. I'll never forget the day I hung up my spurs. It's right after I caught Carnelian. Another flashback. I've been shimmering through vengeance, fit to burst my shell at any moment. Look at that pose. No regulator. The big house is too good for the likes of the Crime King. See you in hell, your majesty. Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance. You've gone soft, or already boiled. This flashback exceeds the legal length. Yeah, I'd be horrified too. Laced with illicit embellishments. Oh, I'm in a suit. Wrap it up, Gumshoe. We just snuck into his flashback. That's amusing. To cut the chase, my assistant was avenged. Slinging the Crime King into the slammer took me off the boil. Riding cold just ain't my style. But now Karin's on the streets again. It's time for me to get back in the saddle. His bike has no, maybe it's a heat exhaust. They say that Cactus punks flew through totally whatever. Then blew past the dirigible on his way south, right? What kind of territory are we looking at? What's south? Oh, the giants. Lots of big trees there are. Then let's make this Yaktail's dirigible landing our starting point. I'll take Night Stallion and meet you there. Look, I give you permission to shoot him for getting on your bike again. You deserve that for getting on his ride. You have money, just go buy your own ride. Actually, buy me a ride too, because I can't afford one. Is he eating one of the bananas? Right, we shall find our way to this cocktail dirigible landing. See you there. I'm pretty sure it's Eok's tail, Inspector. I'm surprised Nashu's pronouncing everything correctly, with no issues. But she is more of the brains of the operation than anyone should be comfortable with. Ah, you made it. Even this jaded old gumshoe had to appreciate that view coming over the treetops. Anyway, I talked to the locals while waiting for you two lot to arrive, and one fellow had seen Mr. Cactar flying to the lower forest. I'm holding the biggest place out of the way in a settlement called Mook. So that'll be our next destination. Let's head over there, walk the streets, ask some questions, you know, the usual. Very good, detective. But what's become of your wondrous wheeler? Night Stallion would draw more attention than I like. I'll use the autopilot function to call him if I need him, but otherwise I'll make do with my own 2 feet. Oh, I can just warp. This must be a mook. They built things differently down here, don't they? But we ain't get time to admire the architecture. Sprint out and find someone who's clapped eyes with that cactar. Why yes, I did see an unusual creature riding a strange vehicle through the forest at breakneck speeds. The vehicle's terrible noise is what first drew my attention, followed by the incomprehensible yelling of its pilot. Yet the sight of this posturing man-plant was so absurd I found myself more amused than frightened. Yes, I've encountered the feat you described. The forest has its share of fantastical creatures, but this one is undoubtedly out of place. I observed it smashing one of the giant meteorites with a club, then racing it away with its broken pieces. Make of that what you will. Ah, the subject of recent gossip. I crossed paths with the creature myself, and it was indeed odd. The machine I rode upon was a true wonder. He pulled up alongside me in my Rov, challenged us to a race, then zoomed off with astonishing swiftness. If you're planning to catch that fiend, you'll need an equally marvelous mount. Look, I have plot armor, not speed armor. Oh, I forgot about this. There it is. Okay. So what's the wrap? Oh, I need the wrap? Testimonies I gather are very much the same. There's a cactar racing around out there, that much can be certain. But he's making stops to bang meteorite fragments, then this ain't no simple joyride. I mean, the meteorites are just glowing iron. Yeah, Hildebrand can probably run and keep up with them. Like, given his speed, the only one that can keep up with him is his father. He has pretty good. Well, good luck to him. Still think he's a wick-wheeled punk, but I can't deny the uncanny body of his is made of stir stuff. Yeah, he's been through a lot. Let's get to it then. I hear there's a few good-sized meteorites alongside the road that leads out of town. We'll start near there and hope the mook puts an appearance. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Yep, they got food. Travel taco. And I think they're, what's they called? The bananas called, pabil? Eating the glowing banana. Yeah, even he's getting hungry. Oh, it's a giant cactar. We got us inside, or 1,000 needles on your hide. Make way for the unmatchable, uncatchable spike. Yeah, that is ridiculous. This one looks ripe for the smashing. Hold it right there. You're gonna need to hop off that air wheeler. Huh? Ah, you must be the blowhards I was warned about. Think you can give orders to this succulent speedster? My speed is maxed out with black market mods, and there ain't no one faster. Keep up you can, slowpokes. Challenge accepted. To me, Night Stallion, it's time to burn rubber. Yep. I'm right behind you. Yeah, I knew Hildebrand can actually keep up with them. Why am I grabbing my controller? Me and not sure the actually one's running normally. It's a bit more amusing than it should be. So there's 2 race bikes. Yeah! Go, Spike! If Hildebrand overtakes them, that'd be just perfect. Yep, I can hear him. To see me require my assistance after all. What the? You caught up to me on foot? Fine. Banana. Where's my damn python? I'll just tweak the weapon's elemental settings like so. And with you steering and me providing the thrust, the fiend will soon learn a harsh lesson. Nothing outruns a fired up Manderville man. Come on, hard-boiled. You can do it. This is where all of Square Enix's money goes into. They're catching up, though. They're actually gaining on me? Come on, I feel the needle for speed. We did it. Victory is ours. At least they both knew it was going to explode. I think even Spike's confused at what just happened. Oh, he's actually getting off. Oh, he admits he lost. I can't believe it. My undefeated record. My legendary win streak. It's over. And yet I feel strangely content. Enough, you win. Just hand me over to the coppers and be done with it. So the researcher forced you to work for him like he did the other fiends. That's right, told me to smash and grab the meteorites from the forest, but not what he wanted them for. All this way to nab some delinquent goon and no leads on case you aren't carrying the show for it. Not to mention my beautiful ride getting trashed. That one's on you, Hildebrand. Perhaps we can try running together next time. Oh, if you're looking for Kishi, I know exactly where he'll be, waiting for my meteorite delivery over by the cliffs southwest of here. Why didn't you say that sooner? I bet Camille will be there with him. You won't escape me this time. I leave this criminal character to your custody. Fiendish appearances aside, 'tis a man's soul within, so please treat him accordingly. Now, let us follow the detective to the cliffs, shall we? Make sure these villains are served a gentleman's justice. Nope. Is there a bug spy? All the way over there. Meteorites and meteor wrongs. He's late. We must assume something went wrong. These meteorites will provide the perfect energy source, and I prefer to harvest a surplus, but it's too big a risk to linger here. Freeze, mage. You so much as twitch your lips and I'll light you up. No, I worked too hard to give up now. He's getting away. He'll keep. I've got the one I wanted. But don't think I'm taking you in just so you can escape again. Never again. Murder is not the answer, detective. He ate him. Where did Carnelian go? You almost had me, if not for this bumbling fool you tolerate. Soft as ever. Oh, and Storm in the back. You and me are done, Hildebrand. Stay out of my way. My recent inadequacies as an inspector appear to have earned the detective's ire. It was you he turned to for assistance in this case, Azian? It's only fitting that you're made aside for the duration. Meanwhile, Neshu and I will persist our independent inquiries. Sorry for the sudden aches back there, but that yoke for brains had me steaming. He only wanted to help. That's the problem. His help ain't nothing but a hindrance. For the love of, I see you skulking over there, soft-boiled. I mean, they're very poor at hiding. We were simply following the villain's trail, and look how we've all run into each other, completely by chance. Yes, the villain's trail to his house. Oh, I think I missed him. Zian, I want you on the case with me from here on out. When it comes to a proper guide beyond the dome, as well as being tougher than yours truly, no one else fits the bill. You might need to cool your heels a bit while I work on salvaging more data, but Hardy Boiled always gets his files in the end. See you around. And that was another chapter of Hildebrand. Murder may not be the answer, but advice is always what's needed. That is true. Meanwhile, elsewhere, so let's see what happened. This looks like a boss room. At long last, my scheme has come to fruition. No longer must I endure the company of incompetent colleagues. All is in readiness. The replication of my brilliant mind is at hand. Never again shall I be known as Kinaka's Corp's second best. My name shall ring across the lands, carried far and wide by an army of unrivaled geniuses. Something amusing. Oh, just the fact that you're paired a device capable of miracles, yet your plans for the very banal. You dare mock me? Oh yeah, he wanted the device for himself. What kind of army does he want? What a bore he was, not to realize a dream worthy of this marvelous technology. So, we have another cloning incident? Yep, it's the saucer, yep. It's a clone army all over again. The Clone Wars. Oop, another noir moment. Detective Hardy Boiled, they call me. Cool and tough as a cucumber wrapped in old leather, I'm a man who prefers his own company. Today's egg was overdone. I let the pot boil and boil to match my mood. They say you can't make a cracked shell whole again. Maybe it's time I smashed it completely. Of course, that's some troubling thoughts. Can anyone say the detective Hardy boiled from himself? Oh, this is actually interactive. I bet the inspector can. With us in the case, a happy ending is never far away. More like a Team Rocket ending. See you, Inspector. Oh, and there's already another chapter. I mean, I know there was, but let's see. I wonder how many more. I'm going to grab a snack, and then we'll start another chapter, because this is getting interesting. Alright. Detecting a lead. What is Hildebrand wearing? What are they both wearing? Azayan, eager to get back to work, I see. I reconstructed the main files, but found no records of monster file criminals. I reckon we're clear on that front. What the last of the data it did contain, though, was plans for repairing some fancy schmancy duplication device. Said it was discovered aboard a flying vessel of unknown origin. the description of which near damn perfectly matches the shiny disc our Abyssal Inspector crash land near Yawanata. So I'm now wondering what's a gadget on a ship like that used to duplicate? An army. Anything? Even people? Oh, that ain't good. See, the file mentioned 3 critical materials: electrope, ceruleum, and meteorites. Sound familiar? It's the same stuff our fugitives already nicked. They got what they needed to fix the device, and I'm sweating bullets imagining what they mean to do with it. Problem is, we've squeezed those salvaged files dry of every last juicy lead. Can't even begin to guess where Shikai and Cornelian might have holed up. For all we know, they've already moved on to the next stop of their diabolical scheme. It's time we pumped a new source of information, and I just know the nosy bugger who'll do it. That'll do. Let's pay a visit to Mind. And now I'm being made aware of the bug following him. Oh, and there is 2. And they weren't, because they're in disguise, so they weren't noticed. They actually look good in their outfits. You may recall my mere presence seemed to anger the detective when last our paths crossed, so we've taken to disguising ourselves as ordinary citizens. Our independent investigation otherwise continues unabated. Nashu has, in fact, identified a new potential avenue of inquiry. I've noticed there's an odd blob that never strays far from Detective Hildebrand's side, and I suspect that this persistent insect is more than it appears. Maybe it's just a bug with a taste for a gumshoe? I share your suspicions. We will be dealing with another creature possessed of a transferred criminal soul. Perhaps is sent to spy on the detective. But it doesn't feel like spying, more like it's watching over him. Whatever the Oblob's intentions, we must continue to surveil this ever-present surveyor. It may prove critical in cracking the case. It's likely Nashu's counterpart, his former assistant who's not dead but turned into a bug. Oh, I don't see the bug spy. Back again. What can I do for you this time? Got an odd question for you. Device that can duplicate anything, eh? In the wrong hands, that could lead to all kinds of mischief. I heard a peep about alien gadgets, but there's something else that might interest you. Rumor has it some half-dead bloke dressed like a lab worker was rescued out of Heritage Found. You reckon that could be our villain, Kishnik? Could be. You had to talk to Grant, the hunter who found the poor bugger. Apparently he brought him back to his home in the outskirts. This half-dead lab rat is who he thinks he is. I wonder if Conan must have, huh? Thanks for the help. Thanks for the tip. Oh, there they are. And they're watching the bug right there. I don't know how I missed them. Let's head to the outskirts. Find this Kirkine fellow. We shall follow ever. The man's just watching like, what the hell is going on? Spy, following the spy, following the spy. Just so you know, that detective's older twin is stalking you, right? That's amusing. Alright, let's work. He's not here. Or he's already left. A mook dubbed the Crime King is not the type to play a loyal henchman for long. Probably turned on his boss and took over the whole operation. But to wait until Kish wakes up to get the whole story, but in the meantime, we'd rather do something useful. I say we head outside and consider our options. Appreciate you sharing. K is a criminal involved in the case we're investigating, so we'll be imposing on your hospitality soon again. A criminal, you say? Well, he won't be committing any crimes in his condition. I'll be sure to get word to you once he's fit enough for you to interrogate. Oh no. Is he enjoying that? You know what? I don't want to look at him anymore. They change positions. I doubt Carnelian would have humored his boss for so long unless he had an endgame in mind. And considering his betrayal came just as he acquired everything he needed to fix the duplication gadget. It's probably after the duplication device. That's what I'm thinking, but so we were right. What does he mean to use it for? Well, we can work out answering that question while Keisha is still in Dreamland. There's no Paolo, Carnelian, who might have an insight or two. It was part of his game back in the day, but insists she's on the straight and narrow. Now, working as a fortune teller out of the shop in Solution 9, Sorrel, the girl at the front desk, handles all of her appointments. The bug. He's still being zapped. Has our spy found something more to enjoy than just following Nashu? Andeville lost him, is behind him. What do you want, hardhead? I've paid my debt to society. You're interfering with legitimate business of an upstanding citizen. Says the woman who was Khan's most prized sorceress, charlatan. I'll wager the only fortune to be found here is the one you're making off gullible marks. Don't you dare lump me with that double-crossing snake. It was his fault I went to prison, and I've been done with the underworld ever since. My establishment is entirely above board. Alright, don't get your robes in a twist. It's Charlie I want to ask about anyhow. I spare the whole messy story, so let's get down to the brass tacks. Imagine there's a gizmo that can replicate any person or object in the world. What do you reckon a no-good crook like Carnelian would do if he got his hands on something like that? How should I know? The only thing Carnelian ever wanted was power. No matter how much he got, it was never enough. Seems his ancestor, the one they called the Lich, created the ultimate spell and eats him up that he's never had the arcane strength to cast it. An ancestral spell he hasn't got the juice for, huh? But how could a duplication gizmo help him with that? Not my area of expertise, though I suppose you could search the public database and read up on the Lich if you're so inclined. Fair enough, we'll try our luck with the terminals in the commerce sector. Much obliged, Calcia. Where am I going? Over there. Oh, Alpha and Omega. Oh, and the Black Cat from Alexander. These terminals are connected to Alexander's public database, so you can use them to learn all sorts of neat stuff. I'll see what I can dig up on this Lich character. Meanwhile, I reckon you could look into what makes Klotz so special. Kish Affleck didn't get a choice of monster, but when it comes to Corellian, it seems the Crime King specifically requested the Clot as a vessel for his soul. Figured he was keen on their powers of mimicry, but now I'm wondering if there's something more. Anyway, see what you can find. Okay, time to type on my keyboard into the other keyboard. Oh, I need S. Clouds either mirror the threat itself or adopt a more intimidating form. They also fuse others of their species and are recording cases of multiple clots merging, so he tends to copy himself, merge together to become more powerful. Well, no surprises from the bloodline to produce a maniac like Karn, turns out Lich Guy was a real piece of work. The entry I read said he used sorcery to raise and bind the dead to his will, and created an unstoppable spell that could immediately snuff out the life of any target. Oh, and he also used necromancy to turn himself into a living corpse. This allowed him to keep amassing dark powers over a period far beyond a normal person's lifespan, which is the thing that earned him the name the Lich moniker. Too many years in nefarious undeading, though, and the people came together to off him properly. You know, Nirishu, my assistant, was killed by a spell I'd never seen before, and I reckon Carnelian took a page from his ancestor's book of necromancy to animate the poor bastards at Kaneka's corpus. How did your research go, by the way? Learn anything useful? Yes, he's going to clone himself, combined together, to become a stronger version of himself. So multiple clots can merge together to make one humongous blob that wields all their magical power combined. That explains everything. Carnelian means to create a bunch of Crime King copies infused into one big murderous mook. While you and me gotta wreck his plans and avenge Nirishu's death once and for all. The inspector might be able to help with that. Yeah, I've seen him hanging around like a bad smell. When it comes to exacting revenge, that Welmian dope will only get in the way. Besides, Carnelian's more dangerous than he's ever been. I won't give him a chance to hurt anyone else. Why are you so bullheaded about me being pals with that inspector anyway? You make a good team. Me and the soft-boiled gentleman? Give me a break. Still, there's always been something weirdly familiar about that guy. Yeah, what do you got? Alright, be there soon. That was King calling us over. The masked guy's woken up. I can't speak anymore. I've been thinking, Azayan, what if the Oglop we keep seeing is actually Nirishu? When the detective was talking to my assistant, I swear the insect had a saddest look on its little face. Come now, Nasha, you heard as well as I did. She perished by Cornelian's hand. But what if instead of dying, her soul was shut into the goat body in the same way the fugitives were snuffed into fiendish forms? It is possible. Nashu does have an uncanny sense of such things. Perhaps we should not dismiss the idea of out of hand. Were we to explore the possibility, we might begin by chatting with the research zombie whom my gentleman dead man acquaintance befriended. Pray continue your investigation alongside Detective Hardboiled, and we shall contact you when we will learn any aught of substance. Alright. I don't know why I chose a snowman. Whee! Okay. The batteries are gone. Oh no, the stalker took the batteries. He must have enjoyed them too much. Hardboiled's eyes are alight with anticipation, nose full of scent for his quarry. Alright, let's head inside and hear what he has to say for himself. Well, Mastermind, what happened to you? The duplication device was destroyed. I had all that required to build my genius army. A mere months before I began to replicate my brilliant self in Massey, that damn little cur burned the hand that freed him. Seared as I was by Canarian sorcery, it was a miracle I managed to escape at all, but my ambitions not survive but smoke and ashes. I want you to make him pay. You'll find the device in a hidden lab on the lowest level of the Conix Corpus. If Cornelian's aim is self-mass replication, then that is where he must be. It will take time for the alien technology to do its work. Time to tame a vicious breed like the Crime King was a gamble, and you lost. But lucky for you, I was planning to bring him down anyway. Looks like I called how things played out more or less. Didn't twig that Cornelian would hold up in a lab beneath their noses, though. Hand this sorry sod over to the authorities as soon as he's able to walk. Might put up a fight, but I doubt it'll be much of a challenge for strapping hunters like yourself. He's welcome to try. Don't worry, I'll be sure to see him into custody. We know where Cornelian is, and now I'm ready to charge in, guns blazing, but first I want to pay my respects to Nourishu's grave. While burying the dead isn't custom in Alexandria, Nourish and I were never comfortable with the whole regulator deal. I'd be damned if I was gonna forget and put her to rest my own way of honoring her memory. You have a good night, Dragon. You take care. Night Stallion's been in the shop, so I'll head over and pick him up. Go on ahead to the name slates and I'll meet you there. Ooh, what is that? World boss, probably. Oh, so this is gonna be a big battle going on here. Surprised me again. Got a letter from you from the detective. Right, my business is done. Time to go and pry into someone else's. Sorry for the change of plans, Zayn, but I need to handle Carnelian alone. You've helped me out time and again, and I ain't letting you risk your life for my personal vendetta. I'll put the crime key in the ground where he belongs. You just sit tight and wait for the good news. Oh, how dare he go do the solo hero bit. It's my job. Zayn, hey Zayn! Ooh, Zombie Man, we have learned a most astonishing fact. The new researcher recruit of our gentleman friend has spoke of a lady he's seen in lowest levels of the connected corpse, a lady who could very well be our issue. She lies unmoving within a capsule of some kind, looking like as if she's but dreams of a peaceful slumber. We then made it once for Corinne's house to demand the truth from critics. The villains who folded beneath my expert interrogation admitted to transferring soul from a captive vessel to an oblong shell. Where is Detective Hardy Boiled? By the way, I want to so badly let him know his assistant's alive and well, mostly. Seeking vengeance of his own, you say. This calls for utmost haste. Wait for me, Inspector. We should shamble along as well. Indeed. Meanwhile, in the hidden depths of the Canelakia corpus. Now that's a sickening sight. One bloodstained crime king's already too much. I don't recall sending you an invitation, Hilda Hardy Boiled. But no matter, I can afford the chance to test my newfound strength. Oh, the dames might have called you handsome once, but you might want to check the mirror. Yeah, he took the form of the Lich. I can feel it surging through me. is nigh unlimited power. Behold, the majestic form of the Lich. Let's begin with a demonstration of my ancestors' domain over the undead. Great, this keeps getting creepier. Ooh, battle. Oh crap. During this battle, you'll be finding this detective hard-boiled and gain access to special dodge actions. With proper timing, you can use Multi and Python to avoid taking damage, even if you're within the area of enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. Quickly use Multi in action. Oh. Oh. We need the Undead King to come help us counter the Lich King. Undead minions, tear that man apart. Reinforcements have arrived. Even the Lich is confused at what the hell just happened. What just happened? Forcing our zombie brethren to act against it was simply unconscionable. Whilst I did not condone violence, this situation appears beyond a peaceful resolution. Now, allow me to assist. A soft-boiled savior in hell. Thanks, pal. You dare interfere? I'll kill you both. Ooh, I like the music. Yeah, what? Wait. Okay, and I can't click on it. Violet's not answering. Hildebrand is dodging all his attacks. Hildebrand just tanked that and just kept dancing. What is this foppish imbecile? No. Manderville or Hildebrand. Yes. Show him your ultimate. No mortal can withstand such power. He is no mortal. Violence is never the answer. Violence is the question, and in this case, the answer is yes. This one's for Nirshu. Hold your fire, detective. Your assistant is alive. What did you say? I warned you about being soft-hearted, boiled. Will you ever never learn? I'd wanted to save such exquisite magicraft for more fitting victims, but now you clots will witness the ultimate spell firsthand. With unholy power drawn from dark abyss, I shall sever soul from corporeal anchor. Death. Inspector! I mean, he's died canonically twice now, I believe. I think he'll be okay. He's also a warrior of light. No, this is his ghost form. So he got separated. Looks more like a hologram. Oh no, I've died. How un-Mandervillian of me. I've slain that dolt instead, though I'm glad to be rid of that most bothersome gnat. Is that Hildebrand's ghost? Oh, bittersweet sorrow, a soul should dissipate soon as leaving the flesh, but lo, our resident zombie overlord endures in spectral form. Hello, this battle isn't over. Even with your entire entourage of fools, you can't contest our power combined. they've combined. Master Zomberbrand's spiritual essence has merged with Master Hardy-Boiled's physical form. It's brilliant, it's blinding, it's a pure gold soul. This changes nothing. Hardy-Boiled, it can't be. Hardy-Boiled is not here right now. Okay. You can call us healthy boiled, and your goose is cooked. My dear fellow. Ah, there it is. Only a Manderville. No evil can withstand the giant golden Manderville man. Suplex. Oh, never broke the alien craft too. Ah, the moment ended. Yes, you've learned the truth of it. Your precious Nourish who never really died. Kishanita's subject for soul transference experiments and the task of curing the victim fell to me. Your name, Hardy-Boiled, was the top of my hit list. I drew upon ancestral sorcery to cast you into a death-like sleep. The ease of delivery, you understand. But then your meddling assistant threw herself into the spell path and I was forced to settle for her instead. I had to dig up Nourish's corpse following the burial, then offer her two kitchens in place of your sorry hide. So it was that her soul ended up in that insect vessel. You bastard. You did that knowing how much I hate Oglops. Now, let us remain civilized. The process is entirely reversible. I do like the criminal just did it like he wants a small victory, so he put him in that one insect that Hardboiled hated the most. Oh dear, my apologies. I feel the draw of an irresistible force. Oh, that's right. Master Zomberbrand died, and his untethered soul comes to a call. I'm pretty sure now she's gonna throw a bomb at him and send him back into his body. See you on the other side, my friends. Don't leave me behind, Inspector. Look, his body's still breathing. We gotta drag that soft-boiled soul back. I smote that similar with enough ultimate death magic to kill him 10 times over. There is no coming back. I think we all knew it would come to this, but still. I gotta pull him back somehow. Ah, the things I do for my friends. Don't tell me you've gone and cracked. I might as well have. The slow motion just makes it worse. Oh, I say. Thanks for that stirring performance by my inventory associate. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, have returned to life, and I'm back on the case. His expression. But you can't. That's not possible. Toughest guy I ever saw. Now, what was that about fixing your shoe? You can really put her back to normal? Your assistant's recombinant form is being held within this very facility. You need to extract her soul from the englobe and reunite her with her original body. Hackers provide me with a step-by-step procedure for operating the transverse apparatus. It should pose no great difficulty to restore Mistress Noshrews ourselves. He's just broken. The rest of us should wait at the entrance then. Yeah, Manderville Hildebrand is a true monster. Detective Hardy-Boiled. Oh, she's not a cat. She's actually human. Hey, Dollface. You're looking well. After you buried her alive. Hi, I'm Nourishu. Thank you ever so much for putting me back into my own body. The resemblance to Nashu is, as you say, uncanny. Right, like peas in a pod, I tell ya. Right, I've had my fill of old musty labs. Time to blow this joint. Hey, you said you could ride the stallion. Uh-oh. Ah, this is how Hildebrand takes off. Watch the lightning that chases can't take a direct hit. Ah, the stallion has taken off. I expected like a sonic boom to blow up in the atmosphere. Wait for me, Inspector. What continents can it land on this time? Gosh, that looks dangerous. He'll be fine. It's Nightstone I'm worried about. Just had him repaired. How did I lose to such idiots? Am I dreaming? Surely this is a nightmare. I'll deliver Mr. Lots of Clots here to the Tin Men. You head back to Nourishu with Nourish my place in Solution 9. Shall I re-enter the facility to recruit? I shall re-enter the facility to recruit from their main zombies. I bid you, gentle people, good day. I mean, I'd question my sanity too if I lost to these sort of people. Behind that rubbish receptacle is where I hid and watch over the detective. It's surprisingly fun living as an Oglop, but boy, I'm glad to be back to my own body. That makes two of us. Couldn't imagine having one of those creepers as an assistant. I went and handed Carnian over to his authorities. They'll store him and all his monstrous pals back in the original Mook selves, then toss him in the slammer. In other words, that's all she wrote in the case of the fiendish fugitives. You're a handy fellow to have around, Zayn. As thanks for sticking with me through thick and thin, I made you a replica of Night Stallion. It doesn't have the same customizations, but it still runs pretty fast. Use this key when you're ready to ride. Ooh, I got a bike. Nice. I have a gift for you too of sorts. I made out lots of friends while I was an Oglop, and one of the little fellas has big dreams of traveling the world. Take him along on your adventures. He'll be fantastic company. Wait, do I get a mount and a pet? My own Oglop buddy. Look at you in embracing danger. I told you, these tiny devils are harbingers of death and disease. Oh, there's no such things. All blogs are harmless, not to mention his cutest, chinchiest button. Right, well, it's your funeral. Keep it where you can see it or stow it away in your pack. Speaking of companions, I wonder where that gentleman Fop and Nashu disappeared to. Not that I'm worried or anything, but I owe them a tip at the hat at the very least. Anyhow, Nourish and me are going to get back to running our detective agency here in Solution 9. Hopefully we'll come across paths again on some other case. Our time together in the greatest alleyway of life is but brief but golden, like the richest, yellowest of yolk. See you around, Azayan. Alright, so I did get a mount, and a pet, and a song. With the completion of the incredibly further Hillburn adventures, you can now exchange NGP for new orchestras. Alright, let's see the closing credits. His trail had evaporated like mist in the neon haze. The city carried on uncaring. I felt a familiar humdrum rhythm. My world had gone curiously quiet. There is a gnawing absence of irritating yet endearing whimsy, but that's life, isn't it? No such thing as a perfect egg. Let me leave you with a few words of wisdom. If it ain't tough, it ain't real enough, but sometimes a man needs to be gentle. Who are you talking to, detective? Is this drink going to explode? Hildebrand will return. He always does. There's the egg. Gently does it. Alright. Let's head somewhere and take a look at this. We'll just go to the Sea of Clouds, somewhere random. Where is it? There it is. Very nice. Now, if only the front guns could work. Like, it might be exhaust, but I'm almost certain it's supposed to be a front cannon. Alright, this has been a good stream. We got a lot done. Dailies, the events, got to see most old faces, got to see some Manderville fun, got a new mount out of it. But we'll go ahead and just wrap it up here. Weekend streams, I'm not sure what we'll be doing, but we'll figure it out when that comes into it. Otherwise, after the weekend, Monday we'll be back to Final Fantasy 7. And I gotta replan some other things now that I found out that certain games aren't happening when they're supposed to. Alright, but we'll wrap it up here. You all take care, have a good night, and remember to be gentlemanly.